My brand new FPL team was built with help from the best performing FPL AI algorithm, and it's picked out some data-backed stars as well as a hidden gem differential player. You don't want to miss this, so let's take a look at my brand new FPL team. As we get closer to that game week 1 deadline, my team seems to be only getting better and better. I'm super happy to share with you my team today. And of course, if you're brand new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I make FPL videos to help you guys at home, and by just clicking that little red button, you help me out a massive amount. I'm super close to 800 subscribers, I do believe. So if we can actually hit that for today's video, that would be fantastic. Now, I did mention in the intro, I've had help for today's video from the top performing FPL AI algorithm, and that's Night Managers, and I'm actually partnered with them this season. So I'm going to speak to you a little bit about that partnership and who Night Managers actually are. Night Managers are an elite FPL algorithm that offer you personalized FPL strategy every single week. They offer you transfer suggestions, captaincy, how you should set up your starting 11, as well as your bench order and chip strategy. I used them at the back end of last season, and they are absolutely fantastic. They blew me away with how good they are. You'll see on screen some of their clients' results and how they work. Honestly, so great. And currently, they offer a 2 free week trial if you use code FPLMOGS at checkout. And if you use that trial right now, you'll have them for free for game week 1. And if you really like their services, you can choose to sign up with code FPLMOGS as well for 20% off your first build month. I personally am going to use them this season, and I can't wait to share with you guys this partnership for the coming FPL season. Check out the link in the description, code FPLMOGS at checkout. Straight into the team here with the goalkeeper and defenders. Of course, starting with Sanchez in goal. I just don't think there's a better keeper to start FPL with right now. There is possibly a chance where I start with a 4.5 million goalkeeper to kind of upgrade other areas of my team, but yeah, Sanchez seems fantastic. The fixtures are great for Chelsea, and they are just a good defence. Whatever people may think about Chelsea, I think were 5th in terms of expected goals conceded last season. Just unbelievable. I think Chelsea are going to be a really good team to start game week 1 with. You also have Mickey van de Ven there, and if you've watched my pre-season content, you'll know I am a Mickey van de Ven lover right now. I think he's fantastic at 4.5 million, sort of a budget gem, and I think his ownership is slowly rising as we go closer to game week 1, which might tell you a lot about how people are thinking about Spurs differently this season. Sort of the first algorithm pick I'll share with you guys is actually Virgil van Dijk. Now, there's a lot of reasons he is a data-backed monster, but also we just know for a fact that Liverpool are a good defence, and Virgil van Dijk is really great for defensive actions. When he's against teams that are slightly more difficult, he gets stuck in and gets involved and really leads that Liverpool line. I think the mixture of clean sheets and defensive contribution points for Virgil van Dijk will be absolutely fantastic to start the season with. You've also got Nico Williams in the starting lineup. It's a Forest defender that is slightly on the cheaper end, but he's going to get you quite a lot of points, I feel. In comparison to the centre-backs that are 0.5 more, you sort of, yes, probably getting more access defensive contribution points, but Nico Williams takes some set pieces and gets quite high in attacking at times. So I think he's a really exciting pick, and he's in a lot of my drafts at the moment. You've got the bench as well. You've got Valdemarson as a 4 million goalkeeper. I don't know which 4 million goalkeeper I'll end up on, and perhaps I even go for a 2 4.5s. I'm just not too sure yet. You have Ronaldo of Sunderland. What a surprise. A Sunderland fan is picking a Sunderland player. Go cry about it. I'm joking. I just think he's great to start the season with. I really think he is. The first 3 fixtures at least are really great, and he rotates really nicely with Aston Villa and Forest players as well. So super happy to have him in the squad, and I do think he'll be the starting left back for Sunderland this season. You have new Sunderland signing as well. Yes, 2 Sunderland players on the bench, but it is just a placeholder for now as a 4.5 forward. I think he'll get some minutes to start the season, and if he does get involved in pre-season straight away, he could even start the Premier League season against West Ham at home, and that's Gay or Gui of Chelsea. He's on loan at Sunderland. Have no idea how to pronounce his name, but I think he's going to be really good for Sunderland this season. A lot of FPL sort of content creators and people don't know this because they're not Sunderland fans, but there is a clause within his contract where if he doesn't play a certain amount of games, we have to pay a fee out to Chelsea. And apparently we've said that's not a problem at all. No worries, put that into the contract. So I feel like he's going to have a lot of appearances in the Premier League for Sunderland. And also Konsa on the bench there because Aston Villa do have pretty good fixtures in the short to medium term. So yeah, overall that's the defence. Let's move up now to the midfielders. A midfield of Palmer, Salah, Bruno Fernandes, Adingra and Matoma. Just wow, I think this looks really, really great, and I'll explain each player as we go through the midfield, but a lot of these players were recommended to me by the best performing FPL AI algorithm in Night Managers. And if you missed the start of the video, remember it is code FPL Mogs at checkout, the channel name, if you want a 2-week free trial. And if you do enjoy their services, it gets you 20% off your first build month. But Palmer, Salah and Bruno Fernandes and Karim Matoma are backed really heavily by their algorithm. And I was really surprised about Bruno Fernandes. I didn't quite realise how good his data was. Of course, we all kind of ignored United players last season and maybe owned maybe 1 or 2 of them through the season, but not a lot of them at all. And Bruno Fernandes, we know he's on penalties. He normally is a pretty decent sort of FPL asset in the past. Last season, not so much, but this season, with defensive contribution points, the fact he's on penalties, he has a brand new sort of attacking lineup in front of him that is super, super talented. I don't know, 9 million seems a decent price to pay for Bruno Fernandes, to be honest. Yes, the opening fixture isn't quite great, but I think defensive contribution points will be easy for him in this fixture, especially if he plays a little bit deeper. But for me, Bruno Fernandes is actually a pick I kind of like at the moment. I'm slowly growing to really enjoy putting Bruno Fernandes in my FPL drafts, and he's made my latest team. Obviously, Palmer and Salah have been in pretty much all of my FPL teams, and I think they will be absolute locks for me going into game week 1. We go next to Adingra. Now, we, Sunderland, my team, have obviously bought Adingra this window, and we don't have another left winger available on that left side, so he will get all of the minutes. And I feel as though he's a player, obviously at Brighton, which couldn't really break through because of the likes of Karim Matoma, who is in my team. But he showed great sort of talent in the Premier League, and when Brighton needed him, he really stepped up at times. And I think having a new lease of life at a new club, where he's got the freedom and the minutes to do what he pleases, I think he could be a really great pick. And of course, there is the added help that I am a Sunderland fan, and picking a Sunderland player in FPL is something I've not been able to do for years. So yeah, super excited for Adingra. It's a bit of a punt, and he's really a differential, but I think he could be good at least for the first 3 game weeks when he's got good fixtures. Karim Matoma is the hidden differential that the Night Manager's AI algorithm has sort of found within its search through the data. And I actually agree with it massively. Yes, the fixtures are kind of iffy at some points, including that City game in the first few game weeks, but Karim Matoma, now obviously Adingra has left Brighton, has maybe got a chance of much more minutes, and his injury from last season isn't going to be much of a problem now. He's had a lot of time to recover from that, and it's 6.5 million and less than 6% ownership. I think he's a little bit of a steal. But yeah, that is the midfield, massively backed by a really, really fantastic algorithm. In fact, the best performing algorithm. But yeah, Bruno Fernandes joined the team. I didn't think this would happen, but that is the midfield for my brand new FPL team. Finishing off with 2 strikers here in Dominic Solanke and Ollie Watkins. Now, I think Ollie Watkins is slowly becoming a really popular FPL pick. I'm seeing in a lot more drafts now, and I think obviously his pre-season form and the fact that he's just been an absolute monster in FPL for the past few seasons, people are starting to realise that and going, well, 9 million for Ollie Watkins is actually quite good with his opening fixtures. Dominic Solanke is the one that the algorithm has found is a potential really good asset to start the season with. Of course, Spurs' fixtures, we all know, are absolutely fantastic. That's why a lot of our teams have at least one Spurs defender or Spurs player in them, including like Kudus, Van de Ven, Pedro Porro, another algorithm pick, which is a little bit more expensive than Van de Ven, but I couldn't quite afford him in this team. But Dominic Solanke, if of course he is fit for game week 1, I think it's a really great pick, potentially on penalties. I think with the injury of James Maddison, why isn't Dominic Solanke going to be on penalties? It seems that he kind of should be. We'll see what happens, of course, but for me, Dominic Solanke could be a really great pick, and I think he will be fit for game week 1, but if it changes, of course, we do make adjustments, and I do like Thiago of Brentford in the first game week at 6 million as well, and if I need to maybe save money in this team, that is a pick that would go next to Watkins instead of Solanke. But yeah, this team, I really, really, really like it. I really do. Of course, massive shout out to Night Managers for the help of their algorithm. Of course, the 2-week free trial is live now. Use code FPLMugs at checkout, and if you do enjoy their services, code FPLMugs will get you 20% off your first build month. But this is my brand new FPL team. Let me know in the comments what you think of it and what you would change about it. But yeah, again, I'm super, super happy with it. We are less than 2 weeks away from the FPL deadline. I'm going to try my best to make a video almost every single day up until that deadline. So if you have any ideas of what you would like to see personally, drop in the comments right now and I'll try my best to make that video possible. Of course, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you click the like button. And if you aren't yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click that sub button for future FPL videos and deadline streams. But that is everything for today's video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.